Welcome to Steel Warehouse, where we've been in business since 1947 when my father started the business. We're pleased that we service many industries, including construction, agriculture, truck trailer, automotive, solar, and many others. We will only succeed if we service the customers better than the competition. You will be a key part of that. We're happy you're joining us, and we hope that it'll be mutually beneficial to you and our team.
Hi folks, this is Dave Lerman. I'm the chairman of the board of Steel Warehouse. I was the chief executive officer for many years and followed my father, who was the founder of the company. And one of his last attempts at making a living was starting a little business right after World War II, making toy trucks out of steel. That was also a business that didn't quite make it, and to pay his bills, he knew that he had to sell the steel he had left over. And when he went to sell the steel, he found that the market was so strong that there were people ready to pay him twice the amount for the price of steel he paid for. And he began to think, maybe there's a business here. And so he started a brokerage company looking for steel wherever he could find it, but he immediately figured out this was going to be a short-term thing, and he really wanted to build a business that would carry his growing family. And he found a fellow named Herb Jones. He and Dad formed a great friendship, both of them from humble beginnings. And so through the years, with the creativity of Herb and the guts of the old man, Steel Warehouse slowly started to create special capabilities to compete in a very fierce competitive market. Finally, in 1967, a couple consultants helped Dad figure out how he could borrow enough money to buy the partner out. And my father came and asked me to join the company. And after a number of discussions, I agreed to move to South Bend with my family and joined Dad in the venture of Steel Warehouse.
Basically, our theme is to solve customer problems. If we're out there trying to see what can I do for our customer today and what can we do that's going to bring value, we will generate the profits to expand, to employ people, and to continue to be a force in the marketplace. I think everybody agrees that the concept of what can I do to make this happen pervades our organization. The idea is that we're a team, we're a company, we're a family, and we're out there to solve problems and contribute to the overall welfare of all the stakeholders at Steel Warehouse. And it's great to see so many people have a chance to grow and contribute.
One of the many reasons I think our customers choose us over our competitors is our ability to problem solve. We have customers that are having issues with either their dies or clearances, and we're able to send in some of our own maintenance people to help solve their issues. They just really appreciate having a supplier that's there to help solve their problems and meet their needs. What I like most about working at Steel Warehouse are the people, quite frankly. I enjoy coming into work. Even though I come to the same building, same parking spot, same office every day is a new challenge and an opportunity to satisfy a customer.
So at Steel Warehouse, I'm currently an electrical engineer. Last several years been a mix of mechanical and electrical engineering. And one thing I find fascinating about that is the amount of pieces of equipment we get to touch and we design from scratch. On the mechanical side, our team is responsible for the entire design and installation of these pieces of equipment. And then on the flip side, on the electrical side of the team, we get to work hand in hand with the mechanical guys and work on programming and getting the machine up and running. So one thing that really stood out to me as I started working for the company, and thinking back to my dad's time with the company is how much he's grown up with the company itself. I know he started out on the production floor and was able to work his way up, and that's really inspired me to continue working here and just follow in his footsteps.
I am very proud to work with my son Trent here at Steel Warehouse. I have been here 44 years, and to see him come on board 5 years ago was one of the proudest moments that I have ever had. And during those course of those 5 years too, I've been trying to help mentor him. There's times where he's kind of mentored me also. He would come back and say, hey Dad, this should be maybe done a little bit this way or that way. And you know what? I'd pick up on that and it would be great. Steel Warehouse cares about its people. They take care of you. I've known people that have had some issues and stuff like that where Steel Warehouse has come around, helped them out, get them through it. The other thing is we have a very, very good insurance package here at Steel Warehouse. That's how I was able to find out I had cancer, because we have a blood draw every fall. And with that, I would have never known that. I probably wouldn't be here talking to you in front of this camera.
I started at Steel Warehouse in June 2019. Steel Warehouse has a lot of the safety. Number one is safety. My other jobs where I used to work before, we didn't worry too much about safety. We just want to get production out. When I came to Steel Warehouse, that was the number one priority that I learned. It was to safety comes first and then production. The most thing that I enjoyed of working here is I get along real good with everybody. Everybody helps everybody around. And I just love doing what I'm doing. I enjoy working with steel. It's something that I've done it for years, maybe about around 20 years. When I came to Steel Warehouse, I feel like I was home.
Obviously, back in 1947, there was a young man who had an idea, and it got huge, and he never gave up. And so that has trickled down. Now we're in 2021, and we are still reaping all the benefits that he had passed down to us. And I feel that that is what the Steel Warehouse difference is. We are willing to go above and beyond. I started out as a machine operator on Shear 8 along with Scott Hout. 3.5 months of us working together on the shear. We ended up becoming some pretty good friends, and he ended up asking me to be his best man, which was a little unorthodox, but for some reason we clicked. We ended up accomplishing quite a few things. No injuries, no returns. We kept Marvin, our salesperson, pretty happy. There were some days that we went home really tired, but again, 7 records later, and there is no one that has come anywhere close to it. But that's the fun part on a daily basis, when you can get that stuff done and have a buddy or a teammate with you. I feel that everybody has to work together. We all have to be on the same page. It is crucial that our communication is paramount. We need to make sure that we not only have good communication, but we have a good understanding of everyone's positions and the items needed to get the customer what they need.
The reason I've chosen to work at Steel Warehouse is based on the culture. Steel Warehouse has a strong culture of trust. So that means that we're all allowed to exercise our own autonomy. We're encouraged to make decisions. So as we go through our day, we're all empowered to perform at our highest level. The trust and the personal relationship that we all have with the ownership is invaluable. And that's the main reason that I work at Steel Warehouse.
And so when you walk the factory floor and you know these are your teammates, these are the guys that help you get it done, there's a different bond between somebody who's trying to make all the big decisions at the top and the guys on the floor that are really getting the job done. And that's an important, very important part of our culture.
We look forward to working with you.